guys, what is up? Gene Bean here, and today we are reacting to two disturbing real-life yandere stories from 2chan. So be sure to subscribe to Lazy Masquerade, who is the maker of this thing. Could you get off, please? Oops, I don't want to turn it all the way down. Right there, that's perfect. Like their video, and comment below, or in my case, to the side. Now, I got nothing. Oh, wait. I actually do have something else to say. This video, I did not mean to do that. This video, as you can see, is 25 minutes long, and I like to keep my videos under 15 minutes long. So, I'm probably going to have to make 2 parts of this. So, when it reaches 10 minutes, I'm going to stop the video and then finish it, which means I have 15 minutes left over, which then means I'll probably you know what I mean. You know what I mean, right? You know what I mean. Hopefully you guys know what I mean. I just need to stop talking because I'm like eating away at my time right now. So let us begin. The following stories are found on the Japanese site 2chan and have been translated English as well. Hello. You are very demonic. The best things happen in the dark. Lazy Masquerade. I don't think that's true. True horror stories. Yanderes. Where's Yandere-chan when you need her? Story 1. Rin was stunning.
This is a story from roughly 5 years ago. You might think I sound like a bit of a dick at certain points, but I think it's important that I don't sugarcoat things and just be honest. If nothing else, I hope you can respect that. I was 17 and still in high school at the time. At the start of the year, a girl joined our class from a different school. Considering our age, and how difficult it is to make friends halfway through high school, I figured that she must have been forced to move because of her dad's job or something. This girl was good-looking and clever, like really smart, and it wasn't long before she became popular, particularly with the guys. I don't dare give her actual name, in case this story ever finds its way to her. Let's just call her Rin.
Okay.
Honestly, I didn't pay much attention to Rin at first. I had my own group of friends, and although I could tell she was pretty, she wasn't really my type. I had nothing to gain from talking to her. I was also pretty clever myself. It's not like I was the smartest guy in our class, but I was clever enough to get into a relatively good college without much effort.
Nice.
As such, my immediate concern during that high school year was securing myself a girlfriend. My first girlfriend that year was the team captain of the girls' basketball team. It took a few days, but I diligently waited for an opportunity when we were both alone on the court.
Nice.
Then I made my move. I went in to kiss her, and when she didn't push me back or pull away herself, I sealed the deal.
Nice.
But about a month after we started dating, she suddenly broke up with me. I thought we'd had a great time together. Then again, it's not uncommon for high school love affairs to be short and sweet.
Yeah.
I asked her why she
Never
broke up
know.
with me, but she just kept on saying she didn't want to see me anymore, and I didn't get a reason out of her. It was a bit of a blow, but I recovered after a few days, and I started chasing after another girl. What really troubled me, though, was what happened afterwards. I dated 3 more girls, but one after another, they'd say they wanted to break up. I didn't think I was the nicest of guys, but I certainly wasn't that bad.
Poor guy.
Either way, all 3 of them broke up with me after less than a week of going out.
That sucks.
Let me tell you, when that shit happens to you, you can't help but feel slightly depressed.
Aw.
If they had just rejected me when I asked them out, that would have been fine. But the fact they broke up with me after going out for such a short time implied I had some severe defect I wasn't aware of. my confidence was already in tatters by the midpoint of the first semester. That was the state I was in when Rin asked me out. Like I said, she wasn't my type, but I was so desperate I immediately accepted. I heard later from my friend who was with me at the time that when I said okay, Rin had smiled in a really crooked way. I still think back to it now. If only I hadn't accepted. Roughly twice a week, we'd visit each other's house and have sex.
Well,
We ended
okay.
up doing it in Rin's house more often, as her parents were divorced, and her rich dad had bought her her own place.
Nice.
Considering what we got up to, I'd actually class our relationship as friends with benefits rather than a couple. To be fair, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't enjoying the situation. Most guys dream about having a sex buddy. Then again,
Typical guys,
it wasn't all
seriously?
smooth sailing. There were plenty of other guys who were after Rin, and when they found out I was dating her, they started giving me a hard time.
Typical.
I think it also had something to do with the fact that I was dating her after splitting up with so many others before. I think they thought I was just having sex with them one by one, moving on from one to the next. Strange thing was, a few weeks after they started giving me grief, I got an apology from them. At first, I thought they were going to push me around a bit, but then I realized they looked kind of scared. Apparently, they had started receiving a ton of death threats via emails and letters ever since they'd been giving me trouble.
Wow.
They seemed to think I was the culprit behind it. When I told them it wasn't me, they just apologized again and walked away. This was fine in itself, but these death threats had been sent to other people in our class too.
Such as
There
the
was
girls
this
you
girl I
dated?
was friendly with, due to us both being on the school council. I'd heard from her that she had been receiving the threatening emails too, and it was becoming a problem. She tried getting the police involved, but as far as the police were concerned, death threats by email happened all the time, and unless something happened physically, they wouldn't be able to do anything.
Wow.
I was an idiot. I should have realized at this point that something was wrong.
Yeah, really?
One day, as usual, I'd stayed around Rin's house. We'd finished up our homework and fell asleep together.
Again.
For whatever reason, I started to feel particularly lightheaded that night and passed out with minimal difficulty. I woke up in the middle of the night and realized I couldn't move my arms or legs.
What?
I tried and tried again in the dark room, but my limbs wouldn't budge. I assumed I was still dreaming, but as my hazy, sleep-clogged mind became clear, I realized that the bed had been covered round and round in tape, with me still on it.
What?
A blue light suddenly flickered to my right, along with a sharp zapping sound. As I looked to the source of the sound, again the blue light flashed, illuminating Rin's face. She was sitting on a chair next to the bed with a stern expression. She was holding a stun gun. At first, I thought she was just playing a joke on me, but as she pressed the stun gun against my neck, I knew I was fucked. I panicked and struggled desperately to break free of the bonds, but to no avail. There was just too much damn tape tying me down. As I squirmed, Rin jumped on top of me and cried out hysterically.
You're mine! No one else is allowed to touch you. I'm not giving you to anybody. Not to her, or her, or her.
With that, she started to repeat all of the names of the girls I'd dated, or was even just friends with.
Slut! Slut! Slut!
Every time she shouted slut, she brought down the stun gun on my chest, blue light flaring again and again. I blacked out for a moment. As I came to, hazy and hoping this had all been a delusion, the torture continued.
Are you awake? Why is it that you cheat on me?
What?
What?
It's her, isn't it? The girl in 2C.
The name of the girl that Rin mentioned was indeed a girl I fancied. As I said before, I didn't feel anything special towards Rin. She'd asked me out, and I only agreed on a whim. I considered her only as a sex friend, so it was natural that there was someone else I had the hots for. I had only told a few of my closest friends about my feelings towards that girl, but somehow Rin had gotten word of it. With the weapon in one hand, she questioned me again.
And that's where we're gonna leave it. Wow, okay. I'm gonna have to put a language warning in this. Wow. Oh no, Pebbles, no, Pebbles, come on, dog, really? Sorry, that was my dog. What do you want? What did you want? What do you want? Did KK send you? Huh? What do you want? What do you want me for? No, Pebbles. Hey, you want to be in the video? Hey, say hi. Say hi, Pebbles. Pebbles, say hi. Pebbles. Pebbles. I can enjoy this video. Please be sure to leave a like. Please be sure to leave a like. And if you'd like to see more videos like this in the future and have any suggestions for my next reaction, please be sure to comment down below, or in my case, to the side. And on that note from me and my little puppy Pebbles, that was actually pretty grown up actually, jeez, I can't even do my outro because she's so adorable. See ya.